If you ever wanted to play a mobile game as an FPS, well, this might be for you. As long as you can enjoy some campy schlock and jank along the way.
Rockay City are super relieved that you're here.
Yeah, okay.
I swear I'm like a moth to a light bulb or a mosquito to whatever those bug buzzer things are called.
Oh yeah, there's a good one.
But like whenever I see an FPS game that looks like an absolute train wreck, I just can't help but want to check it out. All I remembered about this game was that one trailer at I think the Game Awards that had everyone on socials going, "What?" to Chuck Norris, and then, you know, that was about it. I don't really recall any marketing for this game, and well, I think they probably just blew all their budget on the stellar cast of voice actors we've got here. I mean, like, just look at this. Anyone who grew up watching 80s and 90s movies is probably just like,
Oh! Oh my god! No! Get the camera!
besides the fact that some of the voice acting here sounds like they paid for it on Cameo,
I found a way to the train.
Okay.
there's some heavy hitters here. I thought Michael Madsen was pretty great as the protagonist, with the writing being as campy as you'd expect. Except I think Chuck Norris might have missed the memo here, because his dialogue is just, I don't know.
You got chucked. Pretty bad, too. So why?
Maybe there's a joke I'm missing here. The overall premise of the game is like playing one of those crappy mobile games where you manage resources and fight over territory. I think if you're a real gamer, you know that drug war type life. Like I was doing runs on my TI-86 in high school math class, you know, making trades for those lewds and speed, bro. Except here, when you have to attack or defend a territory, your boots on the ground, bud. It's actually a fun twist to the formula that gives you the chance to personally turn the tide of any conflict over territory. You can adjust your support accordingly depending on how confident you are here, because sometimes it can get pretty ugly. The balancing was a little weird sometimes. The game hits those fun dopamine parts of your brain when you pull off a good heist and snag the loot. However, how loud or quiet you do these runs is going to have a lasting effect on your run. You start killing cops willy-nilly all the time, then later on, as soon as you bust up a basic jewelry shop, they're just going to send SWAT after you first thing. So getting a job done quietly and profitably is just a good time. But the game does balance well, so you can't just cheese it. Believe me, I tried to do this when I was just down bad. There's diminishing returns. Not gonna lie, there's gonna be a lot of familiar set pieces here after a while, but generally a lot of what you run into is gonna be procedurally generated with, of course, everybody's best friend, RNG. Sometimes the game can really punish you here, like if you happen to be on a run as the boss yourself, and well, you die, you're dead. Run's over, bucko. Or you might have just spent half your money on 2 new hotshot gang members just to get them totally ambushed by RNG. Like, man, am I playing RimWorld here or something? Like, the RNG in this game can be devastatingly cruel sometimes. There's big replayability here, where if you level up your boss character, it will in turn make your future playthroughs that much easier. A very nice touch, I found. Even if I just blew all my money on tacky office upgrades for XP when my empire was clearly crumbling.
So why?
If you didn't win, just try again. It's a really basic premise that scales really well. The stealth mechanics are pretty sound, and the shooting, well, the shooting left a lot to be desired here, to be honest. Sure, not every territorial defense or basic strip mall heist needs to be the pinnacle of first-person shooters, but the recoil on most weapons when ADSing rendered a lot of low-level weapons basically useless. I had a way higher success rate just running and flanking with hipfire than I ever did just trying to grab some headshots. Like the hipfire was way more OP than what I could ever do ADSing. It was just ridiculous at times. It almost felt like the game was aiming for this kind of experience in a weird way. You know, like kind of how they give the console kids aim assist. Listen, I know a lot of comparisons to the Payday games are going to be made here, and I'm just not going to do that right now. If you're looking for Payday 3, then just wait for Payday 3, man. Like, I'm sorry it's taken like 10 years, but we'll get there eventually. Rockay City is a bunch of schlocky roguelike fun with some really goofy, campy elements to the storytelling. I had a whole bunch of fun playing it, and definitely has a lot of that just one more addictiveness to it. It's not super polished, so don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy it for what it is, and it's a good time. You know, it's not trending great. Look, it's not going to be winning any game awards anytime soon, but I think all these other guys might need to go touch some grass or something. Thanks for watching.
From now on, when Baker makes $1, however or wherever, I'm gonna take it from him. Word to your mother.
And our yellows?
Duh, you gotta push them pills harder, dog. Box the candy man out.
Good luck with that.
Bitch, shut the hell up.